What's going on YouTube? Look, I'm back in the reaction. Today we got Michael Jordan, Air Jordan. Greatest Jordan video all on YouTube. It's part 2. Reaction to part 1. If you want to see part 1 will be at the end of the video. Stay tuned for that. Road to 5,000 subscribers. Make sure you follow me on the Grammy official channel.
For more than half a century, the U.S. was so dominant in basketball that its collegiate players were all that was needed to win the gold.
And here's the thrusting for the USSR. They win it 82-76.
Those other countries were using pros, playing against 18, 19-year-old kids. That is really unfair.
Loss after loss for U.S. basketball at these tournaments. And what was once a golden tradition has paled into something less brilliant.
Just moments ago, the Dream Team boarded the bus outside their hotel along the Ramblas.
I kept thinking that the attention would dissipate. They're going to play the first game. They're going to win by 60.
There's nothing like that ever. And even in that, with all these guys being tremendous competitors, I have to say Michael was probably the most competitive in that whole group.
A 6'6" guard, Michael Jordan.
The guy on the bench is taking pictures.
What may well be the best basketball team ever assembled.
Curtinitis, but Mullin reads him so well, and watch out. So suddenly the lead stretches to 15. Oh!
Prior to the U.S. beating these teams by 60 points, they pose at midcourt.
It's a watershed moment in the history of sports. Not just the Olympics, not just basketball.
Oh my God!
Never before and never again will there be such a team.
Yes, look at these numbers. 31 straight points at one stretch, 46-1 run by the United States.
And gave birth to international stars who had nothing to do with those games in '92, but who took so much from it.
Ahead to Scotty.
Oh my God.
Throws it back to Michael. Caught on one hand. From the board.
He's been told by Bruce Alexander, you have a delay of game. Now, if you step over, I'm going to have to call it.
Rodman will defend on the inbounds. Pippen will toss in. B.J. Armstrong is on the floor for the Bull. The inbounds are Cartwright to Jordan.
Come here. Oh my God, Trey down.
Yes! A winner! Unbelievable!
What we're talking about here is arguably the greatest player who ever lived, really indisputable to most of us.
Knicks beat the Chicago Bulls last night to even up their playoff series, one game apiece, and somehow the Knicks managed to contain Michael Jordan to just 15 points.
And Jordan upset because he was quick, looked like he got scratched by Starks, and he was very upset about it. And they continue on. Jordan wanted to go at him, and they're trying to calm Starks.
We just fell apart.
You're going home for this race.
Do we have a choice? Can you recover? Yeah, we don't have a choice.
When you mention the teams Jordan went through, those Knicks especially, I mean Mason, Oakley, Ewing, Jordan's going to the hole against them.
Oh, what a move by Jordan! It counts! And the foul!
There's some football being played.
Yeah.
In the 90s, you get chucked with a forearm. All that running through the paint.
And a foul! Oh, did he show the rookie something, Jimmy?
Michael Jordan!
He duplicated what he did on the offensive end on the defensive end.
Look at that shit.
And then you couple that with all of that athleticism, then his confidence skyrocket.
By Rivers, and now Jordan with some words for Rivers.
Talking shit.
He talks a lot of trash, and he had all everything came together.
Sat out Thursday night with a bad throw. Here's Jordan.
Fuck with each other, nigga. Fuck with you, fuck with you.
Jordan with the
Let me read that. Come here. Oh, nah, y'all bugging. We get back. Get back. What? And that's us. That's us. That's us. What y'all talking about? That's off him. That's off him. That's off him. Look. That could be off us.
Whose game is it? It's Michael Jordan's game. And it is Chicago going on to the NBA Finals.
Homicidally competitive. Like really, like almost you could say he had a problem.
That was
so competitive. His entire life just revolved around like beating other people.
I've ever seen.
That's how he measured himself. That's how he measured everyone he played with.
Why did they call him the Black Cat? Because he was smooth. Trademark gym shoes, still top sellers to this day. Ball head, tongue wag.
Oh my God.
I think we've gone through a lot. Me personally, I've gone through a lot of ups and downs, but to cap it off this way means a lot to me, believe me.
I hate to make you look ahead, but you've talked about retirement in a year or two. Could you step aside if the streak is still intact?
No. Yo, my love is strong for this game right now, and that's how I'm looking at it, and I'm going to be here as long as my love is strong.
Last night, we began the show with the disappearance of Michael Jordan's father. The worst fears have come true. James Jordan was found dead, victim of apparent murder.
What is still unclear and will be for some time is what effect this tragedy will have on Michael Jordan and his future with the Chicago Bulls.
In a matter of moments, Michael Jordan is expected to officially announce his retirement.
It's a very bittersweet day. There's a certain sadness because the greatest athlete to ever play a team sport is leaving the game. I can only imagine what it was like seeing Babe Ruth, because I think this man, I used to say, was the Babe Ruth of basketball. I've now come to believe that Babe Ruth was the Michael Jordan of baseball.
When Michael Jordan first retired from the Chicago Bulls in October of 1993, following his father's murder, the sports world was shocked. 4 months later, Jordan dropped another bombshell. He decided to pursue a career in baseball.
And then he goes to play baseball?
Everyone's like, wait, he's gonna play baseball?
So many Hall of Famers like, this is my chance to get a chip.
Jordan, if he had retired, wouldn't he have gone to 8 straight NBA Finals? One could argue that.
Yeah, of course, we all believe that.
Probably would have. He retired, he probably 8 straight. Oh, that's nasty. He probably dead with him 8 straight.
The NBA tried to plan for his retirement, tried to promote other players, like the Lakers' Shaquille O'Neal. But the shoe company Reebok recently canceled Shaq's shoe contract.
What is the NBA without Michael Jordan?
I think the NBA without Michael Jordan is in deep trouble.
Just being given an opportunity is something that I can feel very privileged about. I mean, the White Sox gave me an opportunity just to go out there and see what type of skills I have. And
Would you like to see him come back?
Yes.
Come on, Mike.
I think that he would be a good addition to this game.
Michael Jordan announced today he's coming back to basketball.
Jordan returns to the NBA on NBC.
Nah, Mike, he was looking whack. He was looking whack with that outfit. He supposed to with the glove. Well, you know, he was talking about trying to catch him with his hand, man. You gonna do that? You gotta wait till it drop.
Michael Jordan has returned, and he's wearing number 45.
A lot of special moments in NBA basketball. Usually the opening game of the season, the playoffs, 7th game of the series, the finals. I don't know about you, but I got the goosebumps for this one. This is very special.
The moment is nearly at hand. Michael Jordan's return to the NBA.
And there is Michael Jordan.
Whereas Jordan is the undisputed
I'm getting chills.
Like there's, I mean, it's really no debate.
Make a wish.
We need those.
Welcome back, Michael Jordan.
You know, he's the greatest that's ever played.
Greatest who ever played.
Yeah.
You go right there.
No question about it.
Jordan for the win.
just a superstar. Like you said, Bill, he was a celebrity. He wasn't a basketball player. He was a celebrity.
And I'll tell you, as a kid growing up, in high school, I can't even describe what that was like at the time.
We put it on prime time, but Michael brought it to a whole nother level and took it international.
It's the magical, mystical Jordan Road Tour 1995. The Bulls are 2-2 since his return, and one of the most asked questions in America, most often asked, is how is Michael doing? How is his return?
I have something for you.
Okay, what's the ad ring about it? Yo, they be knowing where to put these motherfucking ads, man.
However, Starks told me moments ago the Knicks still plan to have him go one-on-one. No double teaming. He wasn't intimidated before, and he's not now, and he says he's eager for the challenge.
Moments away from tip-off, there is John Starks. He's been a little bit of a slump lately offensively, but he does play Michael Jordan very well. Ewing early in the game, Kukoc on the run.
Ezekiel 25:17. The path of the righteous man is beset.
Come on.
Look out.
He's dead.
Starts out on fire. Michael is 4 of 5.
For he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children.
What else? It's 20 first quarter points for Michael Jordan.
Look, I know what it must seem like to a younger generation. Guys, it's ridiculous. No matter what LeBron does, if he's not perfect, then he's not Jordan.
Nah, for real. Jordan, that's what it seemed like.
Set the standard of near perfection.
And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger.
And did you ask, is he back?
Those who attempt to poison and destroy my brother.
55 points.
There were times where you could make a legitimate argument that collectively a team may have been better than the Chicago Bulls, but they didn't have MJ.
And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon you.
Michael finds the Wellington with a jam. 3.1 remaining.
To take the game 20 years into the future where he has no fucking peer. There was no arguments about who the best guy in the league was.
The Chicago Bulls were an unstoppable force during the 1995-96 campaign.
That 95-96 Bulls team is the greatest professional sports team I have ever seen in any league at any time.
In Michael Jordan's first full season back, after giving baseball a try, the Bulls won an NBA record 72 games in the regular season.
The crazy part is I always could tell, like, when it's the next year, because I just know the numbers of the Jordans. I ain't gonna lie. I see he had the 10s on, now he got the 11s on, man. Next year, you feel what I'm saying?
They terrorized the playoffs.
You got on right now.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Flight 23.
You better watch your motherfucking head, boy. The fuck?
It was a wrap for everyone in the league. Didn't matter who you weren't getting anything when Jordan was around.
Jordan just looked over at Spike Lee and waved bye-bye. This one ends appropriately enough in front of New York's most celebrated fan, Spike Lee.
And through most of the country, really, is that these NBA Finals loom not so much as a competition as a coronation.
With 72 wins, all the consecutive winnings, games that we've won, but by no means do we want to do all that and then be the team that lose to the Seattle Supersonics in the finals.
And Marv, he has come all the way back to best player and MVP status.
And then he played a 63-win Sonics team and beat them in 6 games. No one ever took them 7 games in the finals.
The Bulls were able to complete the dream season and win the franchise's 4th NBA title after defeating the Sonics in Game 6. Michael Jordan, once again named Finals MVP, his 4th MVP trophy in his many tries.
Watch this. I'm going to fly through the air. How about that?
So he just puts it in one hand and takes it down the lane.
Career high 67 points, and you folks were here to see it.
He was the first guy that would literally fly through the fucking air, slamming in dunks. Where you would see it on the highlight reels on like ESPN, you would see it on the news, and people would just be standing there shaking their head.
Maybe it was an innocent question from Michael Jordan. Is it Byron or Brian Russell? But it drew Russell's fire. Brian responding, is it Michael or Michelle? Ooh. Now, on the one hand, you got to give Brian props for not backing down, but on the other, yo, B, that's Mike.
We're down to 5. Jordan putting moves on Russell. We're down to 2. Now to 1.
I'm still you're fucking dead.
There is a big story going around this building right now.
It's different. I'm getting chilled. Why the fans just so comfortable? They know what Mike got it. They go win. Look at the fans. They do that. Look at the fans. Some of the fans they already know.
That's crazy. There is a big story going around this building right now. Michael Jordan is sick and missed the shoot-em-out. Mobility.
Ah, humbug. My signal is totally ghosting me.
'Tis the sixth.
Oh my God, flu game Mike is different. That's too different, bro. Y'all know how weak you feel when you got the when you sick, you got the flu, man. Oh my God. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I'm starting to understand what y'all talking about. It's back to back years. He just in the finals got the tee up, turning up, rising to the occasion. It's not needed this.
A performance that I think will go down as one of the greatest of his career because of the situation. It is all over. The Bulls have won the title by defeating the Jazz 90-86. It is Bedlam here at the United Center.
Max, from a physicality standpoint, he was actually an underdog from the position of getting beat up. Jordan ruled.
Michael Jordan with the takeoff and the crush.
The one time we played the Bulls, we get off the bus before the game. Jordan parks inside his Ferrari. We're getting off the bus, and he's smoking a cigar.
Before the game?
Before the game. And he's like, who's going to check me?
Michael shakes the finger, and he finally got his dunk on Mount Matumbo.
No, rebound Cartwright, off to Jordan. Michael.
Knock your fucking head, Charles.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome once again to Bulls basketball, playoff basketball.
In his heart, Michael
Another
already knew
year
that these
right after
games.
And he just got better and better. I mean, he was. I've never seen a guy that I thought was as good as anybody I'd ever seen. 5 years later, he was 10 times better, and 5 years later, he was 10 times better.
Game 6 in Utah. For the Bulls, a win would mean a championship. For Michael, it would mean the cementing of his legacy.
Inside, they've already begun the chant of beat the Bulls. Jordan for three.
Got it. What you do has to transcend the generations in order to retain your place as the GOAT.
Here's Michael. He's got 21.
Michael Jordan always took his game to another level in the playoffs.
Jordan pulls up.
Like we've never seen before.
And connects. 25 for MJ.
6 titles, 6 finals MVPs. That means it was all about you each series. You were the mismatch.
He's still Michael Jordan. Whatever he has lost, through fatigue, through age, through whatever, has only brought him somewhat back to the field. He still leads the field.
and he became the most dangerous man alive.
Nigga, that is
Stockton, a three. It's there.
Those 2 three-peats that Jordan has, those are hard to compare anything to.
None of us ever saw what he was going to do, and we thought he was going to be great.
Pippen into Jordan. Michael working on Russell. Brings them to within 1. Michael Jordan.
Like, he really willed his team to the victory. That's I ain't noticed.
He's without ever allowing a game 7.
Give me that.
Here comes Chicago. 17 seconds.
Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player I've ever seen. Better than LeBron, better than Kobe, better than everybody.
Jordan. Open. Chicago with the lead. The Chicago Bulls have won their 6th NBA championship, and it's their 2nd three-peat.
He was, without a doubt, the greatest basketball player of all time, and he still is.
It's different. That's the end of this. Yeah, if y'all enjoyed this Michael Jordan reaction, man, make sure you click on the last Michael Jordan reaction on your screen right now. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Make sure you like the video, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you want me to react to next, and the post notifications. Follow me on the gram at Low Official, link in the description, man. And I'm out here.